other than some allergy issues. All is well on my end. And today we're actually talking about interesting subjects. Pretty sure it's something that we've talked about before, and I'm sorry if I sound a little off. Guys, allergies. At first I was great. I was fine, right? And then, boom, like heavily congested out of nowhere. And I had kind of already put my um, allergy pills to rest. So I had to find them. So it took me a minute suffering. But I found them a day later so. And so now I'm trying to let them do their thing. Help me out, help me breathe. So I hope that you all are well. Hope you've had a great weekend. I'm expecting this week to be a great week for you. Today we're talking about bad boys. Why do girls like bad boys? Why are so many women inspired by what is considered a quote unquote bad boy? And do you find yourself in that predicament to where it's like, yeah, is it the excitement? Like, what is it about the bad boys? So that's what we're talking about today. Why do the ladies love bad boys? Quote unquote bad boys. For some, is it really a thing? Is it a persona? Does the bad boy era end after a certain age? I got so many questions. So many questions. That's what we're going to talk about today. So, anyway, sit back, relax. Um, due to this congestion, I might be playing a little more music than talking today, but I'm sure you don't mind. You don't mind. All right, so let me know what you think. Join the live chat. Shout out to live chat today on TGI Jelly on Facebook as well as TGI Jelly on YouTube. Let me know what you think in terms of bad boys. Why do women seem to love the quote unquote bad boys so much? Are you a bad boy lover? Are you a bad boy lover? Let me know. You listen to Dear Jelly on the X. Hey, Tia. Hey, Kiara. Ooh, this ponytail is not letting me be great. Okay. Hey, Jenna. I don't like the bad boy, but I know several girls, women that love them. Man, I feel like trying to be a good quote unquote Christian, I may have missed out on some of this bad boy fun. And I just feel old, like, but then talking to people in their 40s about these bad boys, and I'm trying to figure out how is there a bad boy who's in his 40s and 50s? Like, why is that allowed? I thought that there should be like an age limit. Like, once you reach a certain age, you can no longer be a bad boy. Huh? Mary J. Blige said that. Yes, she did. That's funny because that's on my list to play today. I just think after a certain age, you should not be allowed to be considered a bad boy. Like, you're done, sir. You're done. You are no longer a bad boy. You somebody grandpa talking about bad boy. Where? Why? That is comedy. Boy, I gotta watch my back. So I'm not just anybody. Right now, I'm bad at money. What album was that on? I Care for You. I used to have such a crush on Timberland. True story. Better known as Ali. I'm playing that next. What's that? It's by Mary J. Dismiss. Kiera. Mr. Wrong. That's what it was. Me and Mr. Wrong. Yes. That's what she said. You don't like the bad boy type? There's like some kind of excitement around it. I just think that talking to people my age about somebody being a bad boy, like, that's not allowed. He's somebody's granddaddy now. He should not be a bad boy anymore. Right now, I'm naughty. Tell me about somebody. I just think there should be an age limit. But I did pull up some stuff because I have some friends who are like, oh, but it's just, the excitement of being with that bad boy. And I'm just like, I missed out. I'm talking about nobody. You are listening to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM, streaming on WXNAFM.org. And that was Aaliyah, Are You That Somebody, from the I Care For You release with, again, Are You That Somebody? Are you that somebody? If you're just tuning in, hey, it's Dear Jelly. And with DJ Jelly, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. And we are here tonight talking about these bad boys and why women love bad boys. I was having a conversation with somebody. And honestly, I didn't realize that there are quote-unquote bad boys after the age of 30. I didn't realize that was a thing. But it's a thing. I guess everything can be a thing now, right? But it's a thing. Bad boys. And should we even call them bad boys after 30? But anyway, I digress. Somebody's granddaddy out there is a bad boy. And it's like, why are women so attracted to bad boys? Why do we? But I think like it's the other way around too as well, right? I think for like men might like a little excitement with quote unquote bad girls, right? I'm just saying. Kiara says, I don't like the bad boy, but I know several girls and women that love them. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, sitting here talking to people and I'm just like, what? There are still bad boys after 40? So first of all, what is considered a bad boy? What is considered a bad boy? People are like no good. They are trouble. They don't really want anything in terms of anything serious, right? They don't want anything serious. Is that what the taboo excitement falls in? Like, is that where that comes in? Lakeisha says, what qualifies them as a bad boy? So what qualifies them as a bad boy? Let me look up what the actual... So the qualities of the so-called psychological dark triad, according to relationship researcher. She said they might be narcissists with a sense of entitlement and a grandiose view of themselves. Oh, I know a couple bad boys. Callous and prone to exploiting others. They might be antisocial and have impulsive behavior. They sound like users. So, that just sounds terrible. Why is this so appealing? Why are we so attracted? I'm saying, why is this so appealing? Why are we? But we is not me. Let me make that clear. I feel like I'm too old because I'm past 40. So I feel like I've surpassed the time of like, ooh, bad boy. Like that should have been something like for my 20s, maybe early 30s, maybe. Lakeisha says, that sounds like a broken boy or a broken man. But what's so appealing about them though? What is so appealing? Is it that whole, they seem like they're like marching to their own beat, confident in themselves. They don't care what anybody says. It's just like everything everybody told you to stay away from is just so appealing. It's like, ooh, don't eat that. Don't eat that. You might get sick. And you're just like, will I really get sick? Will I really get sick? Let me try it. I'm just going to try a little bit of it. Like, is that what it is? It's just that whole, because it's so taboo and it's forbidden fruit. I'm just saying. Hey, Gina. Regina says narcissists and bad boys sound familiar. And that is literally how this relationship researcher described them, as narcissists. So why are they so appealing? Why do women want bad boys? And again, like, I didn't even know that people did the whole bad thing after 30, bad boy after 30. I just feel like you walking around, you got a whole mortgage and you're a bad boy. Or maybe they just don't. She said, what are they looking for? Okay, so here's the thing, what she says, what bad boys are looking for in their ideal partners. They're looking for someone who's honest, trustworthy, respectful. Why are bad boys looking for somebody honest, trustworthy, and respectful? I got to read the rest of this article. Clearly, I did not read the whole thing. But she's just saying that we are aware that bad boys, quote unquote, bad boys do not make good partners, good long-term partners. So I think that's what so when we call bad boys, like, it's bad boys, what we would also consider F boys. Obviously, I can't say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. F boys. Community. Bad girls. Girls that, don't mean no good. Maybe it's the excitement. Regina says the fake confidence. Yeah, it does seem like, they seem to have this air about them where it's just like, not worried about anything. Them against everybody. They can take care of stuff. Just why is it so? Is it a daddy complex? And we're just like, ooh, he handles his business. For those of us who had dads that kind of took care of business. Lakeisha says, so they want the opposite of what they are. Yes. So this relationship, what is she? Relationship person. She's a relationship researcher and coach. And she says that the bad boys, quote unquote, the bad boys, or the bad girls as well. She's just talking about bad boys though, but I'm assuming the same for the bad girls. They want somebody who's honest, somebody who's loving. So it does sound like they might be broken up, because if you are really that confident, well, I don't know. Why the bad boys don't want bad girls? Why the bad girls don't want bad boys? I'm just saying. But she says she truly believes on a conscious level, women recognize that bad boys don't make good long-term partners, and yet we are still attracted to them. She says that bad boys free us from the pressure of being good girls. So is that the thing? Like, some of us are just tired of grown-upping and tired of doing the grown-up things. We're just like, you know what? I just want to be a bad girl. I'm curious. Let me share this with you. Building Strong Brains works to create lasting change in Tennessee by utilizing the latest brain science to prevent and lessen the impact of adverse childhood experiences for all children, youth, and young adults. To learn more, visit tn.gov/TCCY/BSBTN. So, Mr. Wrong, maybe that's what it is. It's the excitement of like freeing us from doing the right thing. It's exhilarating to be with somebody who you ain't got no business with. That's what it is. That might be what it is, y'all. Is that why we like Mr. Wrong? Here is Mary J. Blige, Mr. Wrong. Listen, Dear Jelly on the X. I am congested. How y'all doing today? Shout out to all you intellectuals chiming in. I ain't heard this song in so long. Mr. Wrong featuring Drake. Hey, bad boys ain't no good. Good boys ain't no fun. That's why. That's why. That's why we want them. I mean, I've talked to a reformed bad boy. Does that count? Does that count if like a reformed bad boy? And I was younger. We had nothing in common though. Hey, she does something so wrong. So that's what she's talking about in the article. She's explaining why so many like bad boys. Wait, I was gonna put that I am playing this song right now because Kiara did bring this up. Good boys are no fun. Oh, Kiara, you jumped. I mean, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just still tripping off the Mr. Wrong bad boys past 30. That's a pretty picture, Kiara. I think that bad boys intrigue women. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little intrigued now, but is that just don't sound sexy to me? That you got a bad granddaddy. Your granddaddy is a bad boy. You dated a bad boy in high school? Woo! I was grown when I tried. No, I think I dated a wannabe bad boy in high school now that I think about it. He wasn't that great or nothing. Mr. Wrong. You listen to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM. Tracking back, that was Mary J. Blige with Mr. Wrong featuring Drake. From the My Life to the 2015 Journey continues release. If you're just tuning in, hey, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. So we're discussing bad boys. Like, why are women so intrigued by bad boys? Why do women want bad boys? Why are they so? I mean, I'm reading an article written by this relationship research lady, and she's talking about how bad boys, the whole concept out there, we look at them as confident, we look at them as assertive, we look at them as, they know what they want, they walk in their own lane, and there's the whole taboo of it being like, ooh, you just feel like it's a nice break from being a quote unquote good girl if you're with a quote unquote bad boy. And most of them are narcissists, is what she said. They're narcissists. Kiara says, I think that bad boys intrigue women, and they do. She said, it's something different and exciting, especially if it's a lifestyle that's new to you. I can definitely see that. Tia says, I think sometimes folks get excited about the challenge and unpredictability. They think they can change people. Yes, I think they can change people. And even if it's like, here, he's a challenge, he's a bad boy, he's going to be rough. I honestly think that you think you're just going to have some sort of, I'm trying to be mindful of my words. I know I had somebody before let me know, like, be careful what you say on the air, Jelly, because they are children listening. I feel like they're gonna have a good, amazing, just out of this world, nocturnal activity experience. It's what I think that they think that's going to take place. I don't know about changing. I think they want to change the bad boys. Maybe if they want them to keep that same arrogance, that same, but just be a good boy. I don't know. Kara said, I have to take it back. I dated one bad boy in high school, and it was stressful. That is, I dated a wannabe bad boy, I think, in high school. He wasn't a bad boy though. He was lame, but he had like a bad boy persona. He hung with bad boys. Virginia says, all fun and games till you want a husband, man, babies. That's true. When you want a husband, I mean, I don't think the bad boys are somebody that you can depend on. Tia says, maybe there's a level of comfort. You can be yourself without judgment because he's a bad boy. How is he going to give you grief when he ain't right either? Unless you're putting on a different persona to seem like you're down, you know? I don't know. Jenna says, yeah, I'm good on bad boys. That's a pretty picture. She says she's good on bad boys. And I know I've said this is going to be like my 5th time saying it. I still am just so confused about the whole, like, we in our 40s talking about he's a bad boy and he's a mighty granddaddy. Like, does that make sense? No, it does not. But they be out there. Kiara says, not nocturnal experience. Yeah, I mean, this is what I feel like. I feel like we just assume that because they're quote unquote bad boys, that they're going to, the time of my life. You about to get the time of your life, throwing you and grabbing ankles and all the other kind of stuff we think about now. But I digress. Regina says, sometimes they are part of a toxic cycle that we are used to being in. Emotional unavailable fathers open the door to emotional unavailable men. Sorry. That is so true. That does not sound sexy. Because then it's like, hi, it's we. We're the problem. It's we. We are the problem. Because we have these unresolved emotional issues, daddy issues, family issues that we might lean towards being with this type of man, knowing that's not what you want, or type of woman, knowing that's not what you want. That's true. Oh, that's true. That is true. What'd you say, Jenna? Not throwing and grabbing ankles. Yeah, there was some song I heard the other day where she was just like, he's switching up ankles, flipping you. Like that. He sounded like a bad boy. He sounded like a bad boy with the whole switching of the ankles and throwing you and all that other kind of stuff. I'm just saying, like, let me be quiet. Let me be quiet and read this ad. Because that is true. There's a whole song and excitement about all that. I guess it's got to have good hold of your ankles before it throws you. Somebody could testify. I do want to share with you. I don't know. One thing I do know is whenever you tune into WXNA, you've got the power of the low power FM radio on. You're hearing the modern sounds of Music City, and it's all possible because of listener support. Keep us going like the Roadrunner by becoming a member or make a one-time donation today. Go to WXNAFM.org. I almost said something, but not everything should be discussed on the air. Jenna says, I want swag, yes, but no to the bad boys. I mean, that's the whole Alfred. Okay, I'm so excited. We have a man chiming in. Alfred says, so are the bad guys associated with slanging the good D and the nice guys are seen as boring? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Because they're just rebels, and just like, just, I don't know, wild animal type man. This is just, we're just having a conversation. That's my assumption. It's just like, oh, he's a bad boy. They're assertive. They're narcissists. They're rough. And just from the conversations that I've had, I have yet to have anybody say that they were the bad boy. The bad boy was a terrible plumber. I've yet to hear that. Apparently, they They went to school for it. I don't know. Read between the lines if you don't know what I'm talking about. Alfred says, "Oh, a guy can't be a good guy and master of the." No, you can be. You can be. I just haven't heard of it. Doesn't mean it's not happening. Oh yes, good point. Regina says maybe a recovering bad boy, healed, whole with BDE. Here we go. Da-da, dum, dum, da-dum. BDE. Yes, so you can be. Maybe you're a reformed bad boy. Maybe you have a bad boy. You're healed and whole with a bad boy swag. Right? Bad boy swag. Can we go with that? Can we go with that? Because they say like they're narcissists. They're looking at you. You're still mine, even when you're somebody else. It's just a whole thing. We're just like, oh, he's calling me. Like, why you still ain't block his number? It's the excitement of it, right? Why do we like that? And I think it's just like what Regina was sharing earlier. We got problems. We're used to a toxic cycle. And because we're used to the toxic cycle, then we turn around and be like, oh, this guy is boring. Is he boring? Or do you like toxic relationships? Let's ponder on that. Is he boring? Is she boring? Or do you like the excitement of the toxic energy? The unknowing of what that person might do next? Do you like the drama? Do you like the taboo? Do you like when it's something that we shouldn't have? Because it seems wrong. I'm just saying, speaking of toxic energy, I'm going to play this song, You're Still Mine. You know that's toxic, but I'm getting ready to play it. You listen to Dear Jelly on the X. Here's Young Blue with Toxic. Oh, I was getting ready to say Young Blue with Toxic. That's what it should be called. But it's Young Blue with Your Mind Still. You listen to Dear Jelly on the X. Hey. They be lying. It ain't gonna get better with time. He's lying. She can't see her life without me because she blind still. Ooh. I'm finna switch songs. I know there was cussing in that. Ooh, I just cursed on the air. Sorry. Hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and switch it up. That was not the clean version of that song, and I will not be playing that on the air. I apologize. Let's switch it up just a little bit. Switch it up, switch it up, mix it up, switch it up, mix it up, switch it up. Because that was toxic. That was toxic. It was not the clean version. Sorry if you were jamming to that. That was not the clean version. I picked the wrong version of that song. Sorry, guys. Let's switch it up. Mix it up, switch it up. Say it after me. Where is it? All right. So we're talking about this toxic relationship. Well, we're talking about these bad boys. Alfred says, so toxic after hours with BDE included. When the sun is up, he needs to be corporate. Yeah. But we don't want the toxic, though. We don't want the toxic. We want him to be healed, and we want to be healed because we're tired of being the toxic. We are the toxic ones. I think is what the consensus is, and what we've pretty much decided. We're toxic, which is why we're looking for the toxic. We need to heal and be whole. Maybe you can have that excitement and still have, find somebody with the swag, the assertive swag, and the BDE, right? right? That's what we're looking for. Oh, goodness. I'm just saying. I don't want that one either because that one is not clean. Sorry, y'all. All right, so here we go. I'm about to play a song that one of my favorites, only because I love this artist. But it's the same type thing, like toxic, narcissist. But you still want him. You still kind of want him. Like, or does he? Here's Loiso with Seasons and Dear Jelly on the X. I hope them customers can get on the air. Lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets. That's a bad girl. Yeah. That's a good example. But I'm still hurting. I'm hurting. Hold on to the fear of losing you. He's toxic. Let him go. Let her go. So I'm more than enough. Yes. Yeah, because that's the thing with the females. They want you to be what you do behind closed doors. I mean, it's the same type thing, right? They want you to be distinguished, educated, have a good job, and then they want you to be Felicia and something from the Players Ball at home. The only one that loves me. And then, like he just said, you my mama's favorite, but you toxic. So why y'all mamas always be liking the bad ones? Because they know about that BDE. Ah! It's funny because it's true. I'm still hurting. That's a good idea. I mean, a good point. I think she is considered a bad girl. Rihanna says she's a good girl turned bad. Very true. Y'all are really adding a lot of value today. I appreciate you. I'm a little congested, so I'm trying to say but I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for being so awesome today. I appreciate y'all. Don't call me. Don't call me. You listen to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM, streaming on WXNAFM.org. And that was Loiso with Seasons from the Season single release. If you're just tuning in, hey, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. This is Dear Jelly with DJ Jelly, and we are discussing bad boys. Why do we want them? Why do we love them? Why do we need them? Bad girls too. Why do we want them? According to a psychiatrist, Dr. Margaret Side, MD, she said bad boys are not inclined to settle down into monogamy for so easily. If you can convince one to commit, it can feel like quite an accomplishment. You think that if you can land one, you must be pretty, funny, and smart enough to have won this prize. Unfortunately, due to societal pressures, women are more often on an eternal quest for validation and that elusive feeling of being enough. The pursuit of a bad boy is just another example of this. So that's the thing. Like, if you have a thing for bad boys, if you have a thing for bad girls, you're the problem. That's where the problem lies. Regina said earlier, lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets has been said to be a requirement for women. So that's like a bad girl. Sexy Red is probably considered a bad girl. And I agree, Sexy Red is probably considered a bad girl. Hey, Sharice. Sharice agrees with Jenna. When Jenna says she's good with a bad boy. I mean, just
okay. I found this on the web for show disagrees with dinner. Check it out.
Sorry, y'all. Siri is trying to join in the conversation. It was not invited. It's like I'm still stuck on the fact that there are bad boys and bad girls after 40 that people are pursuing. And so, like, why? Still trying to figure out how that is. And then I think Jenna or Tia was the one earlier who said we might try to change them. And that's what somebody said. She said that when we try to convert a bad boy, we're repeating old patterns. So you can't convert them. It has to be themselves to make that change or decide that they want to be better. We don't outgrow our wish to convert that person to a loving, accepting person. Instead, we unconsciously transfer that wish onto new figures in our lives, hoping to get from this new person what we never got from the original person, as if that will heal the original wound. That is what Regina said earlier. Sometimes they are a part of a toxic cycle that we are used to being in. Emotional unavailable fathers open the door to emotional unavailable men. Yes, and so that's what the psychiatrist is saying. This is why we do this. Jenna said bad girls are hot girls or city girls now. Okay. Hot girls, city girls. Ew. So I guess we don't want to have a hot girl summer. Is that what you're saying, Jenna? We don't want a hot girl summer? You don't want a hot girl summer? You don't want a hot girl fall? You don't want to be a hot girl? I don't know. It's just so many things that we are considering and looking at. At the end of the day, if you are looking to be with these said bad boys or just looking at, you're just looking for that BD energy. Like sometimes you're like, you know what? I'm not looking for a commitment. I've been through so many things. I'm tired. I'm stressed. I just need, some people might just feel like they just need that exciting nocturnal exercise with some BD energy or some hot girl energy, I guess. And you don't really want anything about that. You just want the experience. Maybe that's what it is. It's just the experience. Is that what it is? It's the experience? Jenna says, no, you don't want a hot girl summer. You don't want a hot girl summer? What exactly is a hot girl summer? Is a hot girl summer when the hot girl where she's not being a bad girl? Just curious. The bottom line, she says, is proceed with caution. The bottom line is these people do not want to change. For instance, research shows that males who've cheated are most likely to be unfaithful in the future. Women, it's the same type thing. But she's saying especially for men, the testosterone that makes them bold, adventurous, and rebellious will make them less willing to follow the rules of dating, relationships, and matrimony. So it's kind of the same thing Regina said earlier. Like, yeah, it's all fun and games, so you want a husband. And they're like, no, you know what this is. Jenna says, yes, she's wild now. Well, Jenna, maybe we need a hot girl fall. I'm just saying. Life is short. Everybody have a hot girl fall. A warm woman autumn. Now that does sound quite cozy. Regina said more like a warm woman autumn. Sounds kind of cozy. I do want to share with you guys about the Jason Foundation. The Jason Foundation is dedicated to the awareness and prevention of youth and young adult suicide. They provide educational programs for youth, parents, and the community at no cost. Suicide is preventable, and you can make a difference. Know the warning signs and how you can help. More info at jasonsfoundation.com. So yes, let's have a warm woman winter autumn, or a warm woman autumn. Regina says, I'm thinking nap dates. Man, I'm still trying to decide if I want to try to find that place that they pay people to hug people. It's still totally off subject, but like to snuggle with people. But then I'm thinking, like, do they have to be required to be clean? Can you catch stuff from that? I'm sorry, y'all. My mind is just let me reel it all back. But nap dates just made me think of that, like, oh, I could get paid to nap with people. That'd be so great, right? Jenna said, yeah, I'm good on the hot girl, whatever. Jenna's good on the hot girl, whatever. Wilding out. Is that a girls go wild type thing? That's funny. All right, well, that's hilarious. No pressure. No pressure. You don't have to have a hot girl summer. You don't have to have a hot girl fall. You don't have to have a warm woman autumn or a warm woman winter. You don't have to be a bad boy or a bad granddaddy. Although I'm kind of curious. So curious. So many things going through my mind right now, but I digress. You could be a New York City girl with Fireboy. Here's New York City Girl by Fireboy featuring DML with Dear Jelly on the X. Hot girls do bald headed. Oh! Oh! Ha! Ha! Bald head, really? Fine girl fall. I'm trying to have a fine girl fall. I don't know what that entails. Just a thought. She said a bad papa. Hanging out the window with my ratchet blank friends. Ew! Oh, Glorilla. Glorilla. They didn't look like hot girls. One of them was pregnant. I'm sure she had a baby by now, though. That's funny. Hot girls do bald-headed activities. I can see why you don't want to be a bald. I mean, not bald-headed. Why you don't want to be a hot girl, Jenna. I don't think one is coming. Y'all have made my night. Oh, no, it's over. You're listening to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM, streaming on WXNAFM.org. Tracking back, that was Fireboy, DML, with New York City Girl from the Apollo release. If you're just tracking it, if you're just tuning in, hey, happy Sunday. Wishing you a great week. I do want to thank everybody that joined in and added value to today's show. Help me understand the whole bad boy and why women seem to want bad boys. It sounds like they add a little bit of excitement. the whole taboo, the whole, ooh, I'm doing something I shouldn't do. You know, kind of like I'm putting my hand over that lit candle. Might get burnt. Ooh, wasn't that exhilarating? Sounds like that's what we can expect. Messing around with these bad boys, bad daddies, and bad granddaddies, these bad papas. And to help us understand when the women's in, Virginia said hot girls do bald-headed activities. Understood. Those who need to understand, understood. We understood. I want to thank y'all all for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. Please let me know something you want to talk about. Hit me up on TGI Jelly on all social platforms. TGI Jelly. Oops, sorry. Let me quick check. Make sure I didn't have anybody send in any messages. Oh, I knew what BDE meant. I just knew I couldn't play the song. I don't have a clean version. Tia says, just get a piercing or tattoo, way less regret. LMBO. That's not necessarily true, Tia. Some people have some regrets for tattoos and piercings. They're not as exciting, though. Not as exciting. Not as exhilarating. Or get a piercing or a tattoo. If you decide that you just have to have this experience with a bad boy, just to get it out your system, right? Get a tattoo or a piercing just to kind of remember it so you can leave it alone. Right? That's just a thought. That's just a thought. Just get it out your system and hey, whenever you get tempted again, you can have that little fun like, oh, here's this. But no. So I'm not going back, okay? Don't go back. All right, y'all. Know that I love you. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Hope to see you next week. I'm going to go ahead and head out. I'm going to go out on this last song. It is Sweet Us by T. Maya. Know that I wouldn't want to do this without you. Couldn't do this without you. Have a great one. Good night, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. That was a good show. Y'all have blessed me. Thank you. Y'all made it good. Tia over here. Talking about Glorilla. I see the Sweet Us. I'll see y'all next time. Love you.